Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to teach you on how to sound deaden a Subaru. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, like I just said, we are going to be sound deadening the Subaru Crosstrek. This is going to specifically apply to the hatch, but this will work on a sedan as well. It's just some of the things are just a little different, but it's all the same premise. Anyways, this is kind of stuff you're going to need. This is Noiko sound deadening from Amazon. It's just one box of it, and that'll do a good portion of your car. So it has like 9 large sheets. That'll be perfect. Get some gloves for protection for your hands so there's no sharp metal. You're gonna need a tape measure, ruler, flathead screwdriver, X-Acto knife, some scissors, a sound deadening roller, some permanent markers, and this is a panel tool, and I'll get onto that later. But we're gonna get onto the car now. I'm gonna pull apart the rear hatch. We're gonna pull out the rear seats and probably the rear door cards as well. I've already sound deadened the rear hatch partially. I didn't film that, but we're gonna do more on it today, so I'll show you how to pull off the panels and if you're gonna do this at home. Alrighty. Alright guys, so the rear hatch of the car is open. I'm going to show you how to pull off these panels. I've also done the spare tire cover, as you can see. Hopefully you can see, this whole thing has been done in the sound deadening material. I'm probably going to pull out the spare tire and all the other bits inside there and do some of the walls and do some of the panels in here, but I'm first going to show you how to take off the rear hatch trim, and then we'll get on with it. Alright, so to take off the rear hatch trim, what you're going to do is just put your fingers in behind here and pry. There's the little clips all around here. There you go. You can see it's been sound deadened by myself. So there's one panel. Now for the side panels, you're going to do the same thing, is just get your hands in there, pull the trim out. There you go, there's one. Oh. There you go. And for this, the top piece of the rear hatch, there's 2 screws here, 2 Phillips heads on these 2 corners. I'm gonna go get a screwdriver, undo those, and then you'll see me pull apart this trim.
Artlist.io.
There we go. You can see I've sound deadened this as well, but I'm going to sound deaden some of the actual metal on the car. Anyways, I'm going to put those panels in the garage and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so the rear hatch panels are in the garage. Just keep your little pieces in parts safe. I had a couple of the clips actually come out, but they just slide back into the groove on the panel, so don't worry about that. I just took a trim removal tool to pop them back out of the actual body. I'm going to pull the car around because it is extremely hot out and I'm wearing black, so I do not want to get burnt. I'm going to rear park it in here, and it'll be a better environment for me to actually work on the rear hatch and show you what I'm doing. Alright guys, hopefully you can see this properly. If not, I will grab a light and check it. So the panels are off, the car is near the garage. What I'm going to be doing is sound deadening the actual metal of the rear hatch. So any of the metal that I can actually put a flat piece on that is within the hatch panel, I will be doing that. So for instance, here and here I'm going to put some sound deadening. Here, sorry, I'm like reversed right now, but all this flat trim up here, and it's just gonna sound deeper, less rattly when you close the hatch. All the, you know, a little bit of like exhaust drone, creaks and rattles and stuff like that. This will help mitigate it and just keep a quieter inside of the cabin.
Artlist.io. licensing reimagined.
Alright guys, we did a little bit so far. I'm just gonna go put the panel back on quickly just to test fit so I can make sure that everything's hidden by the panel. I'd rather not push everything down and get to the point where it's overlapping or whatever. I've already done the panel quite extensively. All of them actually a lot, and it made a huge difference. So I'm not gonna do too much on the rear hatch because there's a lot of little pieces. I'm just gonna figure out like cover the big sections where the wires are. This bit of the hatch I'm gonna do a lot more on, but here not too crazy. I'm gonna probably not time lapse this because I don't think I can get a good angle of up here, but you get the premise. After these are on, you're gonna need to get your roller, the wooden thing right there, and roll these out so these dimples are pushed down and it almost looks flat. That's how to do it. And then I will take out this tray and we'll do some of the spare tire well and some of the panels in here, and we'll get on to the next thing. Alright guys, hopefully you can see this from the angle, but I put the hatch trim back on the kind of like the side pillars. Fits perfectly. You can still take them off, you name it, so that is perfect. I will start to roll these out, and then we'll do the top of that hatch. There we go. Stupid easy.
Artlist.io.
Alright guys, just quickly, I'm actually making some decent headway, but I do want to show you kind of what this stuff does. So yeah, nothing's rolled yet, but listen to the panel here. How hollow and like tinny it sounds. Listen to this. It's much more deep, less tinny, less resonance. It really does do a good job at deadening the stuff. It's just pretty time consuming. There's all little bits of, you know, measuring and cutting and, you know, all that. But we're getting headway. I've probably done almost half the hatch. Then I'm gonna do the other hatch, or the other half of the hatch. And then we'll do some of the panels in the rear of the hatch, and then we'll pull the rear seats out and probably the door cards as well, depending on how much material I have left. But I will probably end up getting another box of stuff to do majority of the entire car. Why not? Yeah, stay tuned guys. Thanks for continue watching the video.
Artlist.io.
Alright guys, I will bring you around and show you the progress on the hatch. You can see that. Getting there. Did this pillar. I actually figured out I could use some bigger pieces in there and just like kind of measure up and mark out. And then I gotta do these bits in here and then roll it out, and we'll be done on the rear hatch part, and I'll assemble it back together. And then we'll do the stuff under there, and like I said, door panels and the rear seats. This is already sounding pretty damn good, to be honest, so I'm pretty impressed with how it is. And I've already had sound deadening in the panels and this spare tire tray for a bit, and actually it's actually helped a lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I will put you guys back at this angle up here so you can see what's going on.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Alright guys, so the rear hatch is finally done. I'm gonna roll it. I'll time lapse it for you guys. But quick tip if you're gonna do this at home, keep all your little straps. If they're paper thin, throw them out. But all these weird cuts and flat edges and stuff, I have a bag of them. I kept them because all the little nooks and crannies, it helps out a ton. So I will, it's not supposed to look pretty, you don't see it, but it does the trick. So anyways, I will throw you guys up on the tripod and I will get to rolling it and we'll move on with the video.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright guys, here's a good comparison as to what a non-sound deadened panel sounds to a panel with sound deadening on it. So this is a non-sound deadened panel. Super hollow, tinny sounding. This is a sound deadened. It takes all the resonance out of it. It works mint. So the whole hatch and all the trim inside of it has been done, as well as this spare tire cover. That's all that is done. I am gonna do this today. I'll have to pick up. I have some errands to run, but I will continue filming today, and this video should be up shortly. Thanks guys, appreciate it. Alright guys, welcome back. It is a couple hours later. It's about 5 or so now. I took the car for a spin, did some errands, did a workout, all that. There's a pretty good noticeable difference in the sound in the rear of the car, which is really nice, so it's paid off. We are going to strip out the spare tire compartment now. I'm going to do a little bit in there, and then we're going to do hopefully the door cards, but first we're going to do the rear seat. So I'm going to just time lapse me pulling out the crap in the back and doing some stuff. Alright boys. Alright guys, you just saw me just pull this apart, vacuum it. What I'm going to do is get some just normal degreaser, just kind of make sure the surface is nice and clean before I put some stuff to adhere to it. My train of thought is probably do these walls here and do the floorboard, because this is all, the exhaust is right under that with like this little crappy heat shield that comes with the Subaru. This is another piece of the trim, so your back seats would be right here tilting up, and this is a piece of trim that it just flicks down, 3 clips, click those out, stupid easy. I'll see if I do any sound editing in here, but its majority is just kind of this well right here. And then so I'll just show myself cleaning this and doing some sound editing. Hell yeah.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, alright guys, here's the progress so far. I am still going to be cutting out templates for here, all around this dish, and that bit here. And then I'm going to do these wells here, and then the actual panel itself. Making headway. It is incredibly hot out. I'm going to go get some water, and a little 5-minute break, and we'll get back to it. Thanks guys. Alright guys, I'm cutting the final piece for the wheel well, and then I'm going to do the 2 bits off to the side. I just want to also say to all you guys that comment on my videos, and actually watch them and like them and subscribe, all that. My screen's blurry, but really nice comment here. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it, and you know, makes me think that all this effort and time is paying off, so I appreciate it. More than you guys know. Anyways, this is looking killer. I'm super happy with how it's turning out. The piece I just cut is going to go in here, and then I'm going to box in a little bit of it. Then I'm going to cut a piece for here, and then the 2 panels in the back, I'm going to pull off this crappy foam and put some pieces in there. And I think we'll be good on the back of the car, to be honest. We'll see if I do the rear seats today. If not, I will have to do that at another time, but you probably get the premise. If anything, I'll show you how to pull out the seats and the door cards. They're extremely easy, so I will see you in a little bit. Alright guys, those side pieces are in. I just put the tire in just to see how it fits. It's perfect fitment. It's not rubbing or anything. It's dead center, still has tons of clearance around it. I'm going to pull the tire out, roll everything off, and then I'm going to put all the trim back in. And yeah, I will cue the time lapse.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright guys, the rear hatch of the car has been fully rolled and done. The only last thing I have to do is put a piece on this kind of like strut tower panel, and then we'll be done. I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to probably end the video here. And if I do add a section in after about how to do the rear seats, I will do that, but if not, I'm going to call it quits. Thank you so much for watching. Like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, it's rumble.hatch, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the content, and thanks so much for watching guys. Cheers.
Artlist.io.